Hi everyone, it's Andy, aka the Hairy Slimmer. Welcome to my week 59 roundup and weigh-in, and this week it's a big milestone. Let's get to it. Hi guys, welcome to week 59. It's Andy, aka the Hairy Slimmer. Thank you for coming and checking out this video. Let's get straight down to business. This week I lost an amazing 10.5 pounds, which got me my 8 stone award, which got me my Slimmer of the week. But this is the big milestone that I said about at the start of the video. The big milestone is that with that weight loss, it's taken me out of the 30s and into the 20s, which on Thursday on weigh-in day I had to actually disappear into the kitchen because I really just wanted to cry, because it was a big milestone for me, because I can't remember when my weight started with a 2, and it's been a long time. So to kiss goodbye to the 30s forever and to move into the 20s was a huge deal for me. So yeah, amazing. I think I was as shocked as the way ladies, and I was like, and the first question everyone's going to ask me, on here and Instagram and social media is, what have you done differently? And I can honestly say nothing. I've spoken to Lisa and looked at what I've done this week, and if I can pinpoint anything, the only things I can maybe think of is my speed food would normally predominantly be salad. So I'd have maybe chicken, Slimming World chips and salad, or pasta bake and salad, or spaghetti bolognese and salad, jacket potato, chicken and salad. So it'll be salad. But this week, we've eaten a few more vegetables. So, sometime in the week we had chicken with beetroot mash and veg. We had a roast dinner which involved veg. So I've eaten a bit more vegetables. After watching one of Julie Mullins' videos, Just Julie, if you don't follow Julie, I'll link her below. Go and follow Julie, because she's absolutely awesome. I watched one of Julie's videos and she was talking about an app called Slim It, which is basically like just an app you can get on Android and iOS for free. And it asks you a few questions about how many sins you can have and all that kind of stuff. And it's like a daily tracker on your phone. So I've been using that for a couple of weeks, and it's really helpful, because we all know how it is. Sometimes we forget stuff. You're out during the day, you're running around, you've grabbed a packet of sushi or something, a little snack, and it's a couple of sins, and then you get to later and you think, all right, what am I going to have for dinner? And I want something, puddingy after, but you can't remember how many sins you've had, and you've forgotten that you had that sushi and you didn't write it down, because we don't always carry around a pen and paper. So the Slim It app is awesome. So I'll put the name of it below, and I don't know how to put links to Android and stuff. So Slim It, it's just SLIMIT. So Slim It. So basically the app, at the time you just press the plus button and you just put in what it is you've had. So you put in your hex A, you put 1 and hex A, and you can write in there the description. You can put cheese, milk, whatever it was. Same for your B. And then, like, if you've eaten some sushi, let's say you've had a packet of sushi and it's like a sin, you just put plus, sushi, 1 sin, done. And then at any point during the day, you know exactly how many sins you've had and exactly how many you got left. So it's a really cool app. It's free. I would suggest you all go and get it. And thank you, Julie. So yeah, that was awesome. So I've been using that, a bit more veg, and that's about it. Everything else has been the same. There's not been anything different. So that's all I can say that I've done this week. Apart from that, I've eaten the same kind of stuff that I normally eat. Same amount of water, same amount of walking, and yeah. So not much really I can say apart from it was awesome. And like I said, the biggest thing for me was just getting out of the 30s. That's just a huge step for me. So that was the thing. I needed 1.5 pounds to get out of the 30s, and I would have been happy with that, because that was the milestone I was after. The fact that I lost that much weight, got my 8 stone award and Slimmer of the week all in 1 week, to encompass all that stuff and just wrap it up nicely and put a little bow on it was amazing. But I would have just been happy with the 1.5 pounds just to kiss goodbye to the 30s. So yeah, so that was by far the result of the week for me, was just getting out of the 30s. What have I tried this week? I did overnight oats, but I did it different. I did it with quark. I've never done overnight oats with quark before, so I thought I'll give this a try. And a couple of girls in my group have been talking about grape nuts, so I thought let's give them a go. So I've tried them, and if I did overnight oats with, with grape nuts and put it with yogurt and kind of layered it, I found that some of the notes, the nuts kind of go astray, and every now and again you go, and you get a really tough one. So what I did is I made quark with white chocolate Jordan's skinny syrup, which is sin-free. So I put that in, mix that up, and I put the grape nuts in as well, the 40 grams of grape nuts from my Hex B. So I mixed that all together, and then I just layered it with some frozen fruit and put it in the fridge. And then the next day, oh my God, it was like having pudding for breakfast. It was amazing. So I'm going to do that again. It was so good. And the quark is just like, because you've left it overnight and it's got the grape nuts in it and with the fruit and stuff. Oh, so good. So yeah, that was a win. I'm going to do that again. So, and then like I said, I haven't eaten anything else this week that's out of the ordinary. So we did the risotto again in the Actifry, which is really cool. Got a couple of other things I want to try in the Actifry. I'd really like to make spaghetti bolognese in there. I want to try that, and I want to make a curry in there, and I want to make a chili. So I'm going to try those, and then I'm going to do a review of the Actifry because I was like everyone, I considered whether I should get one. Is it just for chips? Is it just for roast potatoes? What else can you do with it? And to be honest, it's actually a pretty versatile machine. So there is quite a lot of stuff you can do with it. So once I've done a few more recipes, and I'll take a few videos and stuff of what I'm doing, so I can put that into the video of the review, so you can see what kind of stuff I've done with it. Then I will do a proper review of the Actifry, because I know that a lot of people consider getting an Actifry or an air fryer or whatever, and there are other brands out there, of course. So yeah, I'm gonna do that because it's a pretty cool machine, and now I've got it, I'm pretty pleased I've got it. So it is a pretty cool machine. So yeah, that's it for this week. It was just, there's not much I can tell you. I'm just flabbergasted this week. It was just to get that kind of result was amazing. So that brings my total loss now to 8 stone 4.5. So banging on the door of the 8.5 stone awards. So yeah, so I'm going for that next week, and we'll see what happens. So £2.5 will get me to my 8.5 stone award, and I've been in this position before, and I haven't done it, so I'm determined to do it this time, because that means I would have got an award every week for 3 weeks, because I got my 7.5 stone last week, 8 stone this week. If I can smash it and get 8.5 stone next week, that'll be absolutely amazing. So I'm going for it. I'm just gonna, and I just repeat what I do. I don't change anything. I just do the same thing, and that's the thing. Oh, what I did want to talk about quickly is one of the things I get asked a lot is, about Slimming World groups and stuff, and people that struggle, and all that kind of stuff. So I've spoken to a few people about this that go to groups, and they've all said how right I've got this. It's every Slimming World group, no matter where you go, has a set dynamic, and the dynamic is pretty much the same. In Slimming World, there's 3 groups of people, and the dynamic will rarely change. At one end of the scale, you've got people that just get it. They just, from day one, they're locked on. They've got it. They understand the plan, and they're off. They lose. Everything seems to be going well. That's one end. The other end, you've got the people that really struggle. These are the people that have a lot of maintains and gains and small losses, because they struggle and they don't get it. And something with the plan isn't clicking for them. And then you get the majority, which is the middle dynamic. So these are the people that are losing weight, can be losing a lot of weight, but their journey isn't so straightforward. So they're kind of like, they've got losses and gains and maintains, and their journey's a little bit like this. And that's where I sit. I sit in that middle dynamic, because I see lots of people that are doing far better than me and losing weight a lot quicker than I am. I see a lot of people that are really struggling and losing weight a lot slower than I am. So for that reason, I stick myself in that middle dynamic. That's where I am. I'm in that middle dynamic. But here's the thing. It's not such a bad thing being in that middle dynamic. It's not such a bad thing sitting in any of the dynamics of Slimming World. But what you need to do is understand which one of those groups you fit in, and then work on which one you want to be in. So, there's always room for improvement. There's always room, I've got room to improve. I could knuckle down more and maybe speed up my weight losses, but I'm kind of happy how I'm going, and I'm not striving too much to get into that next group up, if you know what I mean. So, but I think if you're at the bottom and you're really struggling, then talk to the people that are in that group that just get it. Talk to the people that are in that majority that are losing weight, but it's not as straightforward as maybe they'd like. And get tips from them. Ask them questions. Ask what they eat. Ask what they do. And I've seen people on social media that ask some of the most basic questions that they haven't understood, or maybe they haven't picked it up from the new member talk, or they haven't they haven't kind of understood the concept of the plan. So I think some of the basic things you can get from just people in your group. If you're not getting it from from your consultant, just ask members of your group. If there's people there that are losing weight, then they've got the plan. They know the basics. And if there's a really simple question that you're struggling with, ask. That's what groups are for. That's what image therapy's for. It's not just about sitting down and listening to the consultant and going around the room and the clapping and all that kind of stuff. It's about more than that. It's about, if you're struggling, ask someone. If you don't know how to fix something, you would ask someone who would know how to fix something. It's like if you had to fix a wall or something, you would ask. If your mate's a builder, you would ask him, wouldn't you? Say, look, I just need to fix this wall, hoping that he'll say, yeah, I'll come around and do it for you. But if not, he'll explain to you how to do it, and then you've got a better understanding of how to fix the wall on your own. So it's a similar concept. If there's some really simple basic things that you're struggling with, and maybe you feel, because I know a lot of people feel kind of like nervous to ask their consultant because it's a really basic question. But number one, that's what your consultant's there for. So even if you think it's the most basic question that you should know the answer to, ask your consultant. If you don't want to ask your consultant because for some reason you feel that you're nervous to ask your consultant, ask one of the other group members, because there's that little space in time at group between pay and weigh and the consultant actually starting image therapy while they're doing their new member talk. Because as we pay and weigh, we make a cup of tea, cup of coffee, get some water or whatever, and then everyone sits around chatting. Oh, how's your week been? Oh, blah blah. Oh, yeah, I lost a pound. Oh, I've had a gain. You're doing really well. Yeah, I'm really struggling. That all happens in that little gap of time between pay and weigh and the consultant starting. So ask questions, ask someone, go up. People come up to me all the time and ask me questions, and I love getting asked questions. I don't really know these people. Some of them are new people that only just started last week, and they'll be like, oh, I saw you were talking about this, and I was just I just wanted to know, how does that work, and can I do this, and is it can I put that in instead of that? And like I said, some people ask really, really, really just basic questions, but ask someone. Don't just keep muddling along. Get the answer. It doesn't matter who you get the answer from, because everyone knows the basics. So whatever it is, ask. I encourage you to ask and talk to people in the group. So yeah, talk to me. Let me know how you've got on this week. If you've already weighed in and the scales have been kind to you, well done. If the scales haven't been so kind to you, you know what we say every week. Just pick yourself up and crack on next week and focus on the week ahead, because there's no point looking back. You've got to look forward. It's Saturday now, so I'd imagine most of you have weighed in, so there's no need to say if you've still got to weigh in like I normally do, because most of you would have weighed in by now, because there'll be Saturday morning groups. It's now getting up towards lunchtime, so you would have weighed in. So yeah, please drop some comments. Let me know how you're getting on. Let me know how your week has been, because I'm as always as interested in your journey as you are in mine. And that's it. So have a great week. Give it the best that you can. Do your best. Really, really push yourself, and you will amaze yourself, I promise you. Be nice to each other. Life is always worth living. And until I speak to you again, see ya.